A young man known as Octavian, catapulted to power, skillfully steering the turbulent seas of Roman politics. From a chaotic republic, he shaped an empire, and from Octavian, he became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. We will journey together through Octavian's era, known as Pax Romana, and investigate what made his reign one of the most influential periods in Western history. Born as Gaius Octavius in 63 BC, he was from a prosperous family in Velitrae. His father, the first senator in their family, tragically passed away when Octavius was just a young boy. This left him in the care of his mother Atia, a woman with royal connections. She was the niece of none other than Julius Caesar. From an early age, Octavius was groomed for greatness. At just 12, he made his public debut by delivering a funeral speech for his grandmother Julia. His ties with Caesar further paved his way to power. He was given the coveted membership of the Board of Priests. It was a significant honor and a powerful political position, as religion and politics were closely intertwined in ancient Rome. In 46 BC, Octavius joined Caesar, then the dictator, in a triumphal procession following a victory in the civil war in Africa. He remained by Caesar's side even when he was ill, joining him in Spain. Octavius was in Apollonia, now in modern-day Albania, completing his studies when he received the shocking news in 44 BC. Julius Caesar had been murdered. Returning to Italy, Octavius learned he was adopted as Caesar's son in the will, and was his chief personal heir. Despite being just 18 and against all advice, Octavius decided to take up this dangerous inheritance. He formed the Second Triumvirate with Mark Antony and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, dividing Rome's territories among them. The triumvirate didn't last long. Octavian's troops defeated Antony's army in northern Italy, leading to an uneasy alliance. But the alliance crumbled when Antony began a romantic and political alliance with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt and the former mistress of Caesar. In 32 BC, Antony divorced Octavia Minor, Octavian's sister, leading Octavian to declare war on Cleopatra. The naval battle of Actium in 31 BC saw Octavian's fleet under his admiral Agrippa defeat Antony's ships. Antony and Cleopatra barely escaped, returning to Egypt where they committed suicide. Octavian emerged as the undisputed ruler of Rome. In 27 BC, the Roman Senate conferred on him the name Augustus, meaning the Exalted One. He became the first emperor of Rome, though he never claimed the title for himself. Augustus was not just a military leader, he was an administrative genius who reorganized the Roman Empire after decades of civil wars. He transformed the dying Roman Republic into an enduring, stable empire, marking the beginning of the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. Augustus expanded the empire, annexing Egypt, parts of Spain, areas of Central Europe, and even lands in the Middle East. These additions, along with the end of civil wars, fostered the growth of an enormous trading network. Augustus completely reorganized Roman life. He passed laws to renew religious practices and encourage marital stability. He instituted a system of taxation, while also expanding the network of Roman roads. He founded a postal service and established a regular police force and fire brigade in Rome. Augustus was a master of propaganda, tactfully cloaking his autocracy in traditionalist forms to satisfy a generation weary of war. His regime, while an autocracy, won the approval of some of the greatest writers of the time, including Virgil, Horace, and Livy, through the patronage of Maecenas. These writers were partly drawn to Augustus's conviction that the Roman peace must be under Occidental Italian control, a view that contrasted with Antony and Cleopatra's vision of a Greco-Roman partnership. The Roman Empire entered a period of 200 years of prosperity and peace, known as Pax Romana. Rome now experienced order and stability, after decades of devastating wars and conflicts. Augustus left a stable and prosperous empire to his successor, Tiberius, dying in the year 14 AD, during the very month that would later bear his name, August. Augustus's rule marked a golden age for Rome. The nation saw a significant renaissance in the arts, with Italic and Hellenic styles blended in a delicate balance. He turned the empire around, creating stability and prosperity where there was chaos. More than an emperor, Augustus was a visionary leader whose impact is still felt today. His legacy continues to remind us of a time when, under his rule, Rome stood as a beacon of civilization.